Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. It's patch notes time. So the patch notes came out very early this morning, and the patch goes live very early tomorrow morning. So let's go directly to it and let's read this puppy off. If you've seen some of my videos this week, you kind of got a heads up on what the gist, what the meat of this update is going to be. It's going to be the new Ascension system. I kind of disclosed my feelings and thoughts about the Ascension system in that video. I am... What's the word? I screwed it up twice in that video. I am going to hope for the best or plan for the best and expect the worst. Whatever. I think I just screwed it up again. Okay, let's go over. This is on the official Facebook page. Expect the best. Plan for the best. Hope for the best. Expect the worst. Hope for the best. Plan for the worst. Brain fart. Man, I'm getting old. You know, I'm starting to sound like my grandfather. Okay, so blah blah blah. Donkey punch. Blah blah blah. One thing in the initial little blurb is that they went back to 500 diamonds. Why? For that one patch, did they make it 1,000 diamonds and then go back? You know, if anything, was that a screw up? If anything, it should be more. Because I'd say like 100,000. No, not 100,000. 10,000 diamonds. 10,000 diamonds is a good number. That might actually put a dent in like buying some stamina or something. But 500, that's merely an inconvenience. So what are we getting? So the big huge brunt of this patch is going to be the awakening system or the ascension system. I guess awakening system that's coming out tomorrow. We only got one hero that we can ascend or awaken, that we can awaken tomorrow, and that's Daniel. So we got a little bit more of a description of what the awakening is actually going to do to him. So let's read her here. So, new ultimate skill. So if you, I do believe that wasn't right away. That was like the 5th one down the list on the potential tree was the new ultimate. But the ultimate is Daniel summons an ultimate dire bear, not just the dire bear, to smash down at the target location, inflicting damage on enemies and stunning them. Okay, that is the same. This skill will dispel any invincibility effects from the target, so that is specifically affecting assassins. So it's going to help the summoners once again counter assassins. The ultimate dire bear inherits Daniel's attack, defense, crit rate, crit damage, and damage amplification. So what this means is that prior to this patch tomorrow, we used to basically gear Daniel in all attack, and we used to forego any crit rate or crit damage because his summons didn't benefit from it. They only benefited from attack, and they scaled off of his attack and defense and HP. Well, now if you get him awakened, you're gonna have to completely re-gear him. So if you have tempered hands, tempered gloves on your Daniel, well, you know what, actually all your pieces are gonna have to be changed, because you're gonna have to hit that 90% crit rate, and you're gonna have to get crit damage. So your whole tempered set on Daniel, chuck it out the window, start over, give it to Senway. Because the bear wants it all now. And I'm assuming the bear will crit and will do crit damage. So Daniel's damage is about to go through the roof. So I don't know if he'll be on par with Sif. Whoa. Excuse me. I don't know if he's going to be on par with Sif and Ampu, but maybe. Along with HP. So the ultimate dire bear can take action. What does that mean, take action? And launch an electro blast, dealing damage to enemies, and this damage resolves immediately and cannot be delayed. What this means is that vanguards will no longer be able to avoid this, because they have through Prism Amulet, they can delay the damage. They can push it out into the path or a little bit further. So this bear immediately has some anti-assassin and some anti-vanguard in its kit. And yeah, vanguards are kind of a hard counter of summoners right now. We'll see if this is going to resolve some of that. If an ultimate dire bear is on the battlefield, it disappears. Another one is summoned at its current location. Meaning, if you get your ultimate back right away and you summon another one, the other one's just going to disappear, and the new one's going to form. So Ultimate Dire Bear is considered a large summon and is counted as 3 units. That is the same as Gobo from Sif, and that is the same as Doragon from Dora Lee. Basically, that's going to help you in Crimson Abyss if you don't have Sif, because before the bear only counted as 1 unit. This way, if you don't have Sif, which has a large unit, this will help you not get pushed off the cliff until you get Sif. Basically, it's negating the effects of the Crimson Abyss's, I think it's Urvalepi. It's negating the effect of his pushback altogether with all of these large summons. Because Doragon, Gobo, and now the bear, that's 9. All you need is 12, and you don't move. So, not too bad. That's just going to make it easier, which I think that's going to go towards me saying, hey, give us some more levels, some X levels on the Crimson Abyss, please. Talent effect. Increase the range of electromagnetic blast and electromagnetic pulse. So, does this mean he has 2 different attacks? Or is it just for... Oh, yeah. See, right here. So, it's different. So, increase the range for Electro Blast and Electromagnetic Pulse when the Storm Bear lands and the Ultimate Dire Bear appears. I'm not sure what that means. That's kind of weird. Because is his Storm Bear the original bear, which had one of these attacks? And is the Ultimate Dire Bear obviously has the whatever it is, the... oh, is it? Where is it? Where? I forget what it's called. Anyways, Electromagnetic Blast. Electro Blast. So, which one has which, and how is this going to work exactly? Exclusive 20 weapon. So, your exclusive 20. Ultimate skill enhancement. So, there looks like they're changing his ultimate altogether. Or not his ultimate, his exclusive altogether to kind of match his new kit. So, ultimate skill enhancement. Storm Bears. Electromagnetic Pulse. And the Ultimate Dire Bears, Electro Blast, damage is increased by 25%. I can't remember what it was. Electromagnetic Pulse no longer has a cooldown. That was the same. That was always there in the past. You know, it made the X20 because before he would like land and then I think it was 3 seconds and then he started pulsing. Now he'll, you know, everyone else's bear up till today just drops and pulses. Number 2, new potential passive skill. So this is his new skill. This is, I do believe, I think this is the first thing you unlock. No, it's not the first thing. The first thing you unlock is the new avatar. But anyway, he's got a new passive, which is going to be on his skill bar when you look at his icon or his graphic page. Leader ability. So, when there are allied summons on the battlefield, their summoners gain damage reduction against range attacks. So that's brand new, which is going to help them against hunters and energy, but that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Energy should be able just to plow through them anyway. If it was just damage reduction against attacks, I think that'd be better, but sure. What else is ranged? Hunters and energy. That's ranged. So it's going to reduce their damage, which, okay, I guess maybe they want to stop the hunter counter, even though most people don't use the hunter counter against summoners. When Daniel's on the battlefield, dispel all crowd control affecting the large summons on the allied, so on your side of the battlefield. So no longer will a vanguard be able to come into your mist, no longer will an assassin be able to come into your mist and stun your large summons, aka the bear, which couldn't be stunned anyway. The bear, Gobo, and Doragon. They can't be stunned anymore if they're on your side of the battlefield. So that's a little bit of more of a clarification, a little bit more of a deep dive into some of the changes that are coming with Dan's Awakening. I think this is going to make him significantly better, but my initial hesitations about how this system is going to be rolled out, how you acquire the materials needed to do this, that still stands. That hasn't been alleviated in this post. Alright, so new events and event optimizations. A new wishlist recruitment event, Divine Blessing, will open on some servers. So it has only been 2 weeks since the last wishlist. So normally, originally we had a huge gap in between wishlists. Then we had a 6-week gap in between wishlists. Now we have 2 2-week gap. So what this sounds like to me, if this is a permanent thing, is that on the off banner week, or the second week in every 2-week rotation, where there's normally a giant tower, we may possibly be getting a wishlist event every time, which these are really, really good events, but they're really good events if you have a lot of tickets. It seems like they're making it so that you want to have an absorbent amount of tickets for every week of pulls. But anyways, during this event, you'll have a chance to recruit the heroes Arcadia, Daniel, and Doralee. So I had initially predicted Arcadia and Doralee because Arcadia is due. This is going to be her first time coming back to the game since her global release. Daniel, makes sense that they would slot him in there, although it's only been 6 weeks since Daniel had his own banner, which is unfortunate. There's a lot of heroes that have not come back in a very, very long time. Rebecca being one of them. She hasn't come back in like 16 weeks. Miranda hasn't come back in a very long time. I was assuming that we would get Miranda or Rebecca on this banner, but guess not. Arcadia and Doralee and Daniel, so I was 2 for 3. Don't care about the elite heroes. And you will be guaranteed to receive a wish list. Yes, wish list triple S every 60 limited recruitments. If you guys don't know how the limited banners, or not the limited banners, the wish list banners work, I'm not going to really get into it now. You have a higher percentage chance to pull the SSS heroes every 30 pulls. And then you're guaranteed every 60. If you get your wish list hero before 60, it resets the pity back to 60. So normally these are very, very, very good events. And then this one, it's funny because I said a video, one of my videos yesterday, that I was guaranteeing you that Arcadia was going to be in Giant Tower. Because up till now, like for the last year, this is how it's worked. When a hero gets re-released from their global banner, or since their global release, they are on the Giant Tower so that you can get more copies of that hero. But they're screwing that up. They're screwing that up right here. So the Giant Tower is coming back, but it's going to be Daniel now, which is stupid in my opinion. I do not like this at all. So that means that, you know, I do have Arcadia at Immortal. But for those of you that were waiting for a Giant Tower to get more than, what, 1 copy, because, you know, you just pull 80 summons on the wish list and you get 2 copies of Arcadia. No, now you're going to get a copy of Daniel and Arcadia, and most of us have Daniel at IMO 5. I shouldn't say most, but a ton of us have Daniel at IMO 5 because he's come back so much. He's probably been the most recurring banner hero in this game. So Daniel is, unfortunately, the Giant Tower reward. And then you could also get Awakening Materials, Soul, Crystal, Nucleus, and you need 10 of those, 10 of them, in order to fully awaken a hero. So I'm assuming we can only get 1. Don't know if it's going to be on the 80, the 100, or the 180. We'll find out tomorrow. Quantum Mimic is back. This is the offsetting event to Gamuzo's Bell and the wheel. Gamuzo's Bell? What was it called? Let me just look here. Gamuzo's Bell and Details Gathering. Yeah, that's what it is. So Quantum Mimic, but lucky for you guys, they're putting in Dominic in here, which Dominic is still a top 3 assassin, so that's very, very good for people. Although this is an RNG event, you're going to have to spend upwards of $300 and to ensure you get all of this. But they are putting the Eye of Annihilation as a reward. This is the first time that it's back. So it was originally launched into the game. It was sold for $100. Then, just this last Twilight Lands, it was the top 5 ranking reward for Stage 16. Which, obviously, only 5 people in your server can get that. Now, it's an RNG. You have an RNG chance to get it. Which means that probably next Twilight Lands, or the Twilight Lands after that, it's going to be the Stage 15 reward. So, again, like I said, it would cost you $300 if you haven't been saving your Quantum Mimic materials. I've been saving for 2 Quantum Mimics to date. And I am going to continue to save because my Eye of Annihilation is max. Now, Eye of Annihilation is best in slot for Assassins. So it is a very, very good. It is the best one for the Assassin's first slot prototype. So if you have saved up, then this is your chance to get Dominic and the eye. Right? And then you can spend $5 and you can double it. So I'm going to skip that again. I'm just going to keep on banking them because the only prototype that I want is the Hunter crossbow that came out with Arcadia. And then a Hero Rally is going to be open. So during the event, you can obtain blah, 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 blah. And you can use Advanced and Limited, and you can earn the Crystal Nucleus Dust and the potential activation. Wait, Crystal Nucleus Dust, the potential activation materials are added as part of the event reward. So the dust is what you actually have to use to activate the skill once you've used the soul crystal to unlock it. Okay. So use the soul crystal to unlock that tier of the potential tree, and then you have to use the crystal nucleus dust to actually turn on. So unlock, activate, crystal, unlock, dust, activate, right? Think of the crystal as a gene hybrid and the dust as soul potions. But we don't know where that is going to be placed in the pecking order of the Hero Rally. Hopefully it's low. They could replace Bailey altogether, in my opinion, given his uselessness in the game now. But I would not want them to do that because that's the 700 reward, and we're going to need a lot of this stuff. So it better be fairly plentiful. Otherwise, they're just going to put it in packs for you to buy. Game content adjustments and optimizations. So in order to maintain the balance between old and new heroes, to address power creep and increase the playability of long-term challenge of the game, we decided to add a new hero awakening system. I will stop you right there. What you're doing is not increasing the playability and long-term challenge of the game, because the game will get less challenging. So you're not doing anything to do with the challenging of the game. The only way you're going to increase the challenge of the game is to increase new levels of content. Sorry, but this statement is factually wrong. They will increase the playability of old heroes, but this last part, long-term challenge of the game, no. If anything, this awakening system is going to reduce the challenging nature of the game. The awakening system will be unlocked when you pass 2040, which everyone should be able to do fairly easy. It's Daniel. We know that. Awakened heroes, they have to be Mythic 1. Okay, cool. We already covered that. There are 10 awakening levels in total. You need a soul crystal to unlock each level. And then you need that dust to unlock the... Yeah, you can use awakening materials like hero exclusive soul crystal nucleus or the soul. Okay, so the soul crystal nucleus is what you use to unlock. Say it'll be like Daniel soul crystal nucleus. You can use to unlock his tiers of the potential tree. But then there's these chaos soul crystal nucleuses, which are generalized and you can use on any hero, which replace the soul crystal blah 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 of any hero to awaken the hero. Okay, all right. Why this was needed, I don't know. I think that they should have all, like, gene hybrids aren't specific to any hero. I don't know why you're making these awakening materials specific to one hero. I guess it's because they don't want you to say, like, awaken Ares or one of the newer heroes and make them more OP. They don't want you to be doing Nord right away. So I don't see these Chaos Soul Crystals coming anytime soon, but they also have to add the potential trees to other heroes, whereas right now, they're only giving us Daniel. Each awakening will unlock the corresponding tier of the potential tree. Okay? So a lot of this sounds fairly complicated, but it's fairly easy. You have one skill tree that's being added to Daniel. The crystals unlock the level on that potential. It's called the potential tier tree, and then the dust is used to activate it. Potentials unlocked can be activated with soul, or the potential unlocked, so the skills unlocked on that level can be activated with crystal nucleus dust. Potential effects. So what is this doing? What can the awakening do? Increase the rarity to SSS+. Yeah, okay. It's going to give you, oh, that's what it is. The very first one was 15% stats, and it made you an SSS+, and it gave you a new avatar. 2, learn new passive skill. Yes, we already talked about Daniel's passive skill. 3, learn new ultimate skill. That I do believe is either the number 5 or 7. I think the passive comes before the ultimate. 4, Obtain rare damage increasing attributes like insectoid damage, damage amplification, blah, blah, blah. That stuff's all further way down. Increase PvP damage and damage reduction for all allies. That is near the end. That is almost at the last stage of the potential. Or awakening potential. It's awakening. The system's called awakening. The tree is called the potential. Added the feature. Okay, here we go. Here's something else that's not awakening. Added the feature of a resident mini game list. So we're gonna now have a new menu. I'm assuming that has mini games in it. What are mini games? Well, Digital War is a mini game. I don't know if they're gonna call some of these old events like the Elite Chapter, which is open now. Is that a mini game? You know, like events like Galactic Bounty and Galactic Treasure and stuff like that. Maybe those are all going to be considered mini games now. We'll see what's in there when it goes live tomorrow. And Digital War is now added to the minigame list. Added Chaos Soul Crystal Nucleus Shards as new rewards. So these are shards. So it seems like to get a universal Awakening Soul Crystal, the only way you're going to get them is through shards. So probably going to have to combine 60 of them together. Now, does it say where? Added Story Instance Challenge 99 to 40. So is it in Story? Because that's not, that's it. These are dashed underneath item 2. So in my opinion, these all fall under that, but I don't think they do. Updated the beginner tutorial and settings videos. Replaced the videos of the beginner guide and the settings. Don't care. I don't care. Optimize the evolution system. Okay, how? Change the restore hero convert function to pop-up mode. I don't really care. Remove the original reset button. I don't really care. It's not really going to affect us. Fix the issue where the old ultimate skills effects were still used in the beginner guide. I don't know where this beginner guide is. Not, yeah. I'm assuming it's like the very, very, very initial beginner guide. Like the first battle you do when you start the game. Doesn't affect us. If you're watching this video, you are not a new player. So this is not going to affect you. Fix the issue where gold coins and items might be consumed twice when hyper-evolving. Well, that sucks. Can't say I've ever had that happen. If you're doing it in a weak network environment, which I don't have, so that'd be why. Fix the issue where the brief description and detailed descriptions of Rakana's ultimate were inconsistent. Don't care. No one uses Rakana. No one reads Rakana's kit anymore either. Fix the issue of overlapping language texts of some equipment set effects. Okay. Fix the issue where the total combat power of a defensive team in the legendary fighter rank of Hellraiser was displayed abnormally. So right now I noticed that they're being displayed as 0. So they're just going to fix that. I didn't really care. Most of the people that I'm going up against now, I kind of know. And I kind of know who are the more powerful ones. And you got to fight them anyway. So I didn't really care. But I did notice that they were showing 0 power, even though their teams were in there. And then that's it. Done. Okay, so the big old meat and potatoes of this one is the TLDR. Is we're getting the Awakening system for Daniel. We're getting a wishlist banner with Giant Tower, but Daniel's in the Giant Tower. It is an Arcadia wishlist banner, though. We're getting Digital War Return as a new mini game locked in. And that's it, pretty much. So I'm going to be optimistic when I download the patch tomorrow, because I want to see where in the Hero Rally the dust, is it dust? No. Can't remember where the dust, I think the dust was in the Hero Rally. Yes, dust was in the Hero Rally. The soul crystals were in the Giant Tower. I'm going to be most interested to see where in those two hierarchies they fall. Because if they're really, really high up, then this is going to be a pay-to-win mechanic, a pay-to-win progression system. That's like, so just imagine, say, in the Mirror of Reformation, the soul crystal's at 360. How many are going to get that? Not even me. I only spend 180. Let's say in the Giant Tower, the dust is at 180. Who pulls on 180 on a Giant Tower? Not me. I only pull maybe, or no, I should say there's an 80 reward, then a 100 reward, and then a 180. So to get to the 180, you actually have to pull 360. So what if they're both at the 360 mark in both the mirror and the tower? Wow, that would be horrible. And then that's what that's going to do, is that going to incentivize you to go buy it easier out of a pack that's probably going to cost $29.99. Don't know that. I have no idea, but I'm just assuming. So I'm going to be very interested to see how this rolls out, where those items are situated in the selected content. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let's hope this is a good thing. Again, what is it? Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. Hope for the best, expect the worst. Something like that. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for tonight. Hope you had a good one. Thanks for coming. Catch you in the next one. Cheers. Peace. Bye-bye.